As sheriff of this town, I officially declare that everybody has pineapple on their pizza and spaghetti for dinner every Wednesday. Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Toy Story 3 Toy Box Mode. At the end of the first episode of Toy Box Mode, we got quite a bit done mission-wise. But in this episode, we're going to go ahead and see what else we can accomplish in the span of however much time it takes me to get some more of these missions done. So as you can see, we did open up a new area at the end of the last episode, and Mayor Ham actually tasked us with blowing up the dam. I guess there's a dam that is blocking a water flow that connects to this mysterious lake over here. So as you can see, we will take Bullseye, once again, our trusty steed, in order to travel pretty efficiently, even though I'm not really doing a great job of doing that over in this lake area. And if you remember from the main story, you were given these toy balls that you were kind of able to use as ammo in certain parts of the game. And in Toy Box Mode, fortunately, you were able to use them again, and you can actually utilize them to blow up various objects that are usually marked with an indication that they can be blown up by a dynamite symbol. So kind of cool that you're able to do that. So anything that looks like it has like a dynamite symbol on it, or any dynamite that you can see stacked up on each other, you can actually use the bouncy balls to explode them. Like right here, you see these rocks have dynamite underneath of them, and also these platforms that will kind of lower as you see the icon. That's the same symbol that's on your toy balls. You can use the toy balls to throw it at those platforms in order to get them to lower. That way you can use them to get further in this specific area here. So kind of cool. Unfortunately, if you see just a bunch of rocks or stones piled up on each other like that without any dynamite, you can't do anything with them. Alright, so I went ahead and got back up here, and we want to go ahead and continue onwards, just using these toy balls in order to lower more platforms. That way I can progress, you know, a little bit more throughout this lovely little location here. I gotta say, this area is very peaceful. It's one of my favorite areas in Toy Box Mode. You have this giant lake area. It's just kind of like abandoned. There's really no one here. And it's kind of cool that we get, well, really this is kind of like a flooded area. It's not really supposed to be, there's not supposed to be a lake here. Another one of these horse statues you can see there. Unfortunately, can't do anything with that. But yeah, I just really like this area. It's really cool looking and very peaceful. Here we have a nice set of walls that we can utilize our wall jump ability on. So kind of cool that we can utilize that ability once again. We have more of this gold that we need to mine, and as you can see, the more of it we are mining, the more golden stars that we are collecting, or gold stars I should say is the correct way to say it. We have more dynamite underneath these rocks. That's going to get us higher, and we have a bunch of dynamite stacked right here. Let's throw a ball at it and see what happens. Alright, so it looks like we did get that mission done. We blew up the dam, which is what Mayor Ham wanted us to do in order to block that flow of water. So that way this area is no longer flooded. And as you can see, Little Miss Bo Peep has appeared. So very nice. She's one of the next major NPCs that will give us a nice set of missions. So kind of cool. We'll go ahead and talk to her after we see the scuba diver unlocked. Sheriff, the children in this town deserve a school, and it's your responsibility to build one. Alright, so looks like we are now tasked with building a school, and luckily it just became available in the toy store. Alright, let's go ahead and buy a school, because you know that education is very important, and every child in this town will have a great education. Looks like we got another golden star right there. Very nice. More gold as well. That's going to help us purchase more important and essential items in the game. Taking a look at our mission list, it looks like we just need to build 4 buildings in order to get another mission done. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so the school is still under construction, so we actually have to wait. I forgot, you can only really build 1 building at a time. So unfortunately there is a limit, but it doesn't take a huge amount of time. So if you have any missions where you just have to build buildings, doing something alongside of it's probably a good idea. Alright, school is now in session. We finally have a school in this town. Every kid will get a proper education, I hear, and I officially declare the sheriff. Alright, enough of that. We're going to go ahead and see what else we can do here. The kids can finally go to class to learn. Very nice. School's in session. Oh, howdy, Sheriff. Would you mind rounding up my student? You might check the fishing hole near town. Alright, so we'll go ahead and head over in that direction and see if we can find this student that she is talking about. Alright, so right over here by Prospector at the edge of town, we will find a lost student. He's just kind of gazing off into the water there. A little lost, but we're gonna get him some nice some help and kind of guide him a little bit in life here by just picking him up and throwing him over in a different part of the map. And here is the child. We have Toss in front of Bo Peep. That sounds horrible, but she wanted us to find this little scamper, so we did just that. I think we actually need to throw him into the school because he is a student, and looks like we have completed a mission and have unfortunately stopped his hooky game.
The Racer lets you open hidden driving courses and jumps, or just zip around town. Have I piqued your interest? Then hurry up and buy it.
Alright, so more fun stuff to unlock. Again, I love those little promo things that pop up every now and then. Nice little tease for what's coming. Welcome to Field Day. Go play the events and see if you can beat the top scores. And remember, have fun. Alright, so it is now Field Day, I guess, at Lake Summer Camp. I don't know what else to call this location. You should race to the flag and back. Yeah, so basically, this mission is pretty simple. You just have to make it all the way up to those flags and go back to the start. And you can get a gold star for doing that. So let's go ahead and see what we can do. Yeah, we've already kind of done this path or taken this path before. We're just essentially platforming over these platforms that we have just done so with when we first arrived here. So we're going to see if we can make it all the way to the top of that cliff with those flags. So again, really like this area, and the fact that we can do races like this, I don't really think Bullseye is necessary for this race. It's not that long of a race, and you really don't have like the jumps you're making are really probably not meant for Bullseye, I would say. So I think it's safe just to play as just like the Woody or whichever character you're playing as. So looks like we have just less than a minute, but we made it. It's very nice. Another capsule that we're gonna grab on the way to the finish line. Very nice indeed. And what's going on here? Is that it? Time's still going. All right, so Sheriff Woody here is a fool, and then you're not a proper sheriff if you don't learn from your mistakes. Yeah, I forgot to actually return back to the start. So you're supposed to make it to the flag, the finish line, and then go all the way back to the beginning. And for some reason, I forgot that second half of it. So we're going to go ahead and do it again, and this time we're going to head back to the beginning after we get up to the flag. Do some wall jumps. Wall jumps will work in Camp Summer Lake here. Alright, made it back to the end again, and this time I will do this for reals. We're starting to build a little community here. I love it. Alright, just want to go all the way back. Make some well-timed jumps here on these nice wooden platforms that are just conveniently here for us to be able to get around a lot easier. And it looks like we did it. We hit bronze rank, but we got the mission done nonetheless. I'll take it. Speedrun challenge is complete. I'm no speedrunner, but I guess you gotta start somewhere, right? I guess so. But anyways, we're gonna go and see what other missions we have to take on. Let's play some beanball. Just topple folks without getting knocked down yourself. Alright. So we are playing some beanball, looks like. So I guess we're gonna use these bouncy balls to pelt these children. Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, we have an adult right here. Bo Peep's here. Let's do it. All right, let's see. I'm doing horrible here. These giant gleaming lights. These giant gleaming lights above their heads are kind of distracting me. So maybe I can focus a little bit more if I don't look too much at it. Let's see here. I like how they all have the same colored balls. It's like the standard for the... It's like they're... I feel like we're playing dodgeball. Not... I mean, I guess that's what beanball is, right? It's just another word for dodgeball. Except they just kind of are running rampant here and not just sitting in a straight line or whatever. Alright, we got a golden star, I think, for just shoving somebody. So that's good, right? You got to be rewarded for violence. I'm supposed to just hit him? I'm not sure what the point of this... I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. So I was trying to throw my balls at him, but it didn't quite work. You didn't win that round of beanball. But here's a gold star for knocking into people and committing violence. Alright. I'm going to try that again because I failed miserably, obviously. Alright, this time around, looks like we have to hit just 5 of these kids. And that sounds horrible, but that's what we're doing here. Apparently. And yeah, apparently I wasn't aiming well enough because I wasn't actually making contact the first time. So that time we actually did it, and we completed our first round of beanball. The townsfolk get a kick out of being kicked. Try sending them record distances over the field goal cactus. So now we're being even more rewarded and encouraged to commit violence on little children, or I guess townsfolk in general. So what we need to do here is what he just said. We need to pick up one of these scampers and drop kick them over the cacti. So we got one right here. Nice shot. Looks like I could play in the NFL anytime soon. And simple as that. We get a mission just for making a field goal with a little kid. So that's great.
Want a high-speed adrenaline rush of pure fun? Then the stunt track is calling to you. Jumps, loops, ramps. Do you know what I'm saying? It's driving the extreme way.
And that's the part where I forgot that Whoopi Goldberg actually makes an appearance in this film as one of the voice actors. Alright, let's see. We're going to go ahead and buy the muffin shop. We're going to actually place that in the main town there. Just to get some more buildings added, add a little bit more to our little community. And, oh, okay, there's a capsule way up there. How in the world are you supposed to grab that? Can I make that jump? Surely you can't pelt like a toy ball at it, right? I don't think so. I'm not sure how to get that one. It's gonna hit that bunny. Or whatever that was. Alright, let's see what else we can buy here. Should I buy anything else? I'm not sure. We might as well summon our sports car, because we haven't taken that for a spin yet. Alright, so nice little tutorial cinematic there, but yeah, we are officially now driving the sports car. Probably one of my favorite ways, other than utilizing Bullseye, to get around the map. So yeah, this thing takes off pretty quick. It's actually pretty fun to control, though. It's pretty smooth overall. We do have a lot more missions that we can take on now with this thing. I'm going to hold off just for now because I'm not quite confident in my skills of doing that. Even though it is a very fun mission to do. But for now, we're going to go back to Mayor Ham. I don't think he's got anything new for us. Neither does Stinky Pete. So we're going to see what else we can do. Alright. Looks like we have the muffin shop, I believe is what that is. That just got constructed and is finally completed in its construction. We're going to see if we can buy another building now. And we are going to do the post office because we have to have a mail delivery system in this town. I officially declare it. Alright, that's enough of that. Yeah, so 2 more buildings and we get another mission done. So we're on our way to greatness here, very much so. As you can see, we have a little track laid out for us when we're in the sports car. We're going to head back to the lake area now. Huh? The stagecoach isn't usually this late. I'm worried something happened to it. But, better go investigate it then. Yeah, so apparently the stagecoach, which is very essential for making sure our deliveries get here on time, something's holding it up. So we need to go check out what's going on over there. Let's head over to the main town area. Oh my goodness, we have a bunch of bandits trying to rob a stagecoach. Get the hell out of my way. You are not messing up my stagecoach delivery when it needs to be here on time. I paid for the free delivery membership on this thing, and you're not gonna, wow, apparently you're gonna slap me with dynamite. You are not gonna stop this thing from getting into town. Yeah, these guys are menaces. They are going to try to stop the stagecoach every now and then, but once you put an end to their foolishness, you will get another reward for doing that. So very nice. And the stagecoach, of course, can now make its deliveries on time. We got a nice post office. The mail delivery system has officially been implemented. I declare it now as sheriff. Looks like we got another townsperson here. I'm catering a jailbreak, and I'm 5 muffins short. Will you search the outskirts of town for abandoned muffins for me? That actually sounds pretty delicious. So we're gonna take that mission on here shortly. I'm gonna go back to the item store here just for a sec, and we are now going to build the flower shop, because what town is a town without some flowers? We gotta look a little more floral up in here. You know what I mean? All right. We're going to take that Lost Muffin mission on, because that's pretty easy. So if we go over here where the lake used to be, in our dried up lake town, you will find all 5 muffins kind of scattered throughout this location. Again, this is similar to the thread and the cowbell missions. You just want to go around and look for all the different muffins. All right, here's number 3. We got 2 more in this general vicinity. One down here. It's gonna make me jump all the way down, and then I gotta go all the way back up. Darn it. Darn tootin'. Sheriff? Woody? Sheriff? Sheriff? Are you okay? You're looking a little limp there. You're looking a little limp there, Sheriff. I don't know if you're okay there. That was kind of weird. I've never seen that. I guess if there's a something being constructed and there's a cutscene playing for it, if you're in the middle of a wall jump, I guess there's a chance that can happen. I'm playing this on the Xbox version, just FYI, but I've never seen that happen. Alright, so just behind the starting point where we had that race, we will have a couple of walls we can wall jump up to get to the final Lost Muffin. Very nice indeed. Ooh, UFO gun is now available in the store. That's quite a fun little toy there, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let's see if we can head on back. It is time to get a newspaper stand. We need to see all the trendy headlines in the town. So let's get a newspaper store, because that's very essential to completing society and civilization in this town here. Deliver this letter to Slinky right away. Alright, so we're going to use Bullseye as our trusty transportation here. It looks like we were heading over to Slinky. We were given a measly 29 seconds to do this. And I just want to make sure I get my little GPS marker on, just in case I somehow take the wrong route. And we need to get over to Slinky ASAP. So we need to get over to the ranch. We have about 15 seconds to get there. Luckily, it doesn't take really that much time to get around anywhere in the sandbox here. So let's take a look. There's Slinky the dog, and we have delivered a letter to him. Very nice. So he will not miss the urgent message that was given to him by whoever the hell it was. Let's see. Did I do this race yet? Bullseye's Canyon race. I have not. Let's go ahead and take this one on right now. Going for that gold rank. You hear? Oh, we got a gold star. Alright, so we got bronze, looks like. So we sucked. But we still got the race done, so that's another mission checked off the list. Very nice. And another one for Master Builder that's building a certain amount of buildings out here, I guess.
How are you going to prove to your friends that you've seen what you've seen and done what you've done? You need a camera! Take a picture.
Hey, we got one, okay? Leave me alone. No, but yeah, that's the first time we've seen one of those ads for an item that we already have, so we'll just kind of ignore that one, because we've already obviously explained the pictograph in the first, or the pictomatic in the first episode. It is now time to purchase a hotel, because residents of my town may want to rest their aching backs and their droopy eyes. I don't know. But anyways, that's another building down. Just gotta wait for that to be finished, and then we can go ahead and add some more. Alright, so I want to kind of redo this race here, see if I can get a better time. And it looks like we got a gold rank. Finally, our first gold. Very nice. I knew I could do it if I just had enough faith in myself. Moving right along. Howdy there, Slanky.
Howdy, Sheriff.
I'm just gonna check out these races here. I just want to make sure I haven't missed any of these. As long as I've at least attempted them once, I'm okay with that. But there's so many of them, I kind of lose track of which ones I've done and which ones I haven't. Alright, we got some outlaws robbing the bank. We need to go ahead and put a stop to their foolery. And we'll see what we can do here. Alright, here's the bank. We got freaking wanted posters all over this thing. Hey man, your town needs more plant life. How about customizing your building with some porch decoration, dude? Well, he's more of like a frat boy, and I think he's kind of out of place here. But anyways, we have some robbers here. We need to take care of these guys. There is a... Let me see here. Oh crap, he's got dynamite still. I believe there's a location where they do spawn in and out of. Silly me, I should have made sure I had a pumpkin before I started making a pumpkin pie. So I guess he wants a pumpkin. We can't really do anything with that quite yet.
Excuse me.
Better luck next time. You didn't capture any bandits, but you stopped one. So yeah, we did stop one. I guess we were supposed to capture the rest, or capture them. Didn't know that. Let's see what kind of photographer you are. Give me a photo of Pete, the old prospector. Oh, I remember you. Squeaky. I could not forget Squeaky from the second film. Oh my gosh, he was one of my favorite characters. He was just so innocent. And I guess he has some Pictomatic missions for us that we need to do for him. So we'll get that done here shortly. We're going to go ahead and build a garden because that's where we're going to be able to collect some important crops, such as a pumpkin like we need for that other NPC. Yeah, I'm freaking... Oh man, I love Squeaky. He's just one of the more, I think, forgettable characters because he only pops in at like... Doesn't he like pop in like one scene at the end of the movie or something? I don't remember. I didn't really watch Toy Story 4, so I can't remember if he made a return in that one. I know he's not in the third one. But yeah, man, I miss that guy. He's so cool and innocent and just has a lot of charm to him. Alright, so we went ahead and decorated the town hall here. Because that was one of the missions we needed to get done. We have another stagecoach delivery happening real time. Let's go check out what we got over here. I want to switch, actually, let me take a look here. Oh yeah, we need to get a picture of Stinky Pete. So Squeaky has tasked us with some Pictomatic missions here. We're going to go ahead and open up our gift, and this is actually going to give us our Pictomatic. This thing is a lot heavier than it looks, apparently, because Woody is struggling to hold this thing in his arms. Get a nice little selfie here of Stinky Pete. A nice little portrait that Squeaky can admire it when he's home alone in the middle of the night. I don't know. But we did that for him, and we got some more rewards for that, so not too bad. Your next assignment will test your skills as a photographer. Take a photo of something truly eye-catching. Alright. So that's very general, but we'll go ahead and open it up and see exactly what he wants me to do here. So take a photo with a score of 1,000 points or more. Let's see what we can find for that. We got a nice robber right here. Maybe he's worth quite a bit. Get a good bounty on his head, maybe. Get my Pictomatic out. Alright, looks like the garden was finished. Kind of interrupted my photo. And, oh, right there. Very nice. He was worth more than 1,000 words, apparently, or 1,000 points. Got that mission done, and we move on to the next thing. I have another assignment for you. Take a photo of Mayor Ham at Town Hall. Alright, not too bad. We just got to get Mayor Ham over there, wherever the little lug is at this time. There he is. He's just chatting it up with Stinky Pete, man. They're just talking about what kind of burgers they're going to have tonight at the barbecue, man. They're ready to get some beer in their belly and some burgers in their tummies, apparently. Wow, yeah, ham is pretty heavy. This is going to take a minute. Alright, so now that we have rammed Ham over to the town hall. Time to get a nice little photo of the mayor in front of one of the more important buildings in the town. Not too bad. It's pretty easy missions to knock out here and there. So listen closely. Grow something with goo and shrink something else with goo. Then photograph them together. All right, so we need to obviously purchase the goo machine is what he's telling us to do there. We have not done that yet, so let's go ahead and do that now. And this is one of the cooler items in the game, I would say. There's a lot of cool items in the game, I have to say, but this one is one of the coolest. All right, so now that we have a goo machine, we're going to go ahead and check it out because we need to use it in order to take some important photos. Let's go and mine this gold to add more to our list of mined gold for some more mission completion. Take a photo of something big and something small. So somehow we need to utilize that goo machine in order to do that. Alright, so this is basically how it works. So once we hit the pink button, that's going to drop us some pink goo. Green goo will enlarge things and pink goo will shrink things. So obviously one large thing in the photo and one small thing in the photo. So what we need to do is use the pink goo to shrink somebody. And it looks like one of the townsperson was just at the right place at the right time. Snap a photo of him. If he stops moving for a second. Very nice. Awesome, we got a gold star for doing that. And now we need to enlarge something or somebody. So we're going to hit the green button. That's going to give us the large green goo. That's at some point or another. There it is. Very nice. It reminds me of Flubber. Anyone that's seen that. Man, I love that movie. Alright, so we're going to enlarge Stinky Pete. And we get a nice photograph of him. Man, he wasn't worth very many points. And why did I not get the mission for that? Interesting. Oh, take a picture of them both. I'm an idiot. I declare officially. Oh, looks like we got him on the billboard though, so that was nice. He's now billboard famous apparently. So now we need to get him in the same picture with a little person. Or come on over here. Yeah, here. Yeah, here. Alright, so you sit here. Looks like, yeah, after a while the goo will wear off. So make sure that you time this within a reasonable amount of time. Shouldn't take too long to get this done. So now they're both in the same shot. Take the photo and right there it is. Very nice. We have now satisfied Squeaky once again, our good pal. Let's see what else he has for us. Here's a welcome challenge for any photographer. Take a picture of something front page worthy. Alright. So that's probably going to be what, like 10 million points? 3,000 or more. Alright, let's see. That shouldn't be too hard. We had a robber that was worth like 1,700, so I'm sure we can find anything else that would be a little bit more worth of value. So, alright, looks like Ham. We have finally decided to enlarge him. He's the mayor of the place, and he is worth over 5,000 points, and he has made the front page. That's going to completely satisfy his narcissistic needs, isn't it? Now take a photo of something that will grab the attention of readers all over the world. Alright, so let me see how many points I need to take now. Probably just take another picture of Ham. Yeah, 5,000 or more. Let's see what we can do. We're actually going to switch it up. I don't want to... Oh, outlaws are robbing the bank. Get over here, outlaws. Stupid outlaws. Man, they're really wreaking havoc in there. Apparently, I missed the timing on that. Oh, here they come back out. Okay, perfect. And they're just shooting their guns and causing havoc all over the town. We need to get these guys out of here. Let me see here. Gonna ram him. Yeah, apparently if you ram him enough times, they will just kind of disappear. Man, he's got a bag so full he can't even carry that thing. Man, he wasn't in there that long either. They just are, I guess, are a really efficient team of bank robbers. Holy cow. Okay, so here's where they go into... Okay, that's where they escape. That's the escape hatch right there. Got to keep that in mind for the next time that happens, because it's going to happen again, obviously. Alright, so what is this for? I think we had a mission to do... Is this the bakery? Oh, we have a pumpkin pie to deliver. That's what we got to do. I'm going to go ahead and go up here and talk to this army guy. We're actually going to pick him up. Because just like the main story, we are tasked with throwing these guys and landing them in a certain spot. I don't remember how many of these guys we have to throw, but we will get a mission complete for doing this. So let's see if we can get him landed on the target. Oop, overshot a little bit, but we still made it inside, and that's a lot of army guys to throw. I'm not sure if I'm going to actually get this one done all the way. That's a lot of time to spend throwing army guys, 30 of them. I was thinking it was going to be like 10 or something, maybe even 5. We'll go and throw a couple of them and just kind of show off this mission just a little bit, but I probably won't take a lot of time to finish it, unfortunately. Just don't really feel like spending that much time throwing these guys all over the map. And it takes quite a bit of time for them to land too, so I'm just not really sure I see it being that worth it for this one. But it's cool to see these guys in here nonetheless. They are very epic. They make an epic entrance, and you gotta love these guys. They're just so they're soldiers, man. Like they take no shit from anybody. That's for sure. Man, this one's pretty far away. Wow, that's a very precise spot to land. We're gonna do it somehow though. Boom, right there. Gotta cut the rope. Alright, looks like Slinky actually has a new mission for us. We're gonna throw another army guy, and then we're gonna head over to Slinky here soon. Yes! Just a soaring in the wind, just a flying in the air. Alright, let's see here. I'm not a singer. I'm not anything close to that, so I don't know why I just tried doing that. Let's see here. I'm gonna land right in front of this door. It's very mysterious and something that we can't really access yet. Might as well get an army guy down there just to keep guard. We need a little protection over the town. So, all right, but that's pretty much gonna do it for that. Yeah, I don't really see that it being that worth it throwing all these guys to get 30 of them. So we'll move on to the next thing. Well, these cows are hungry, and I know there's grass up in my old corral on that ledge over yonder. Don't suppose you can find a way to get them up there, do you? Alright, Slinky's always got the more thorough and time-consuming missions for us. So we'll go ahead and see what we can do here. Just need to go over to the cow corral. And apparently now he wants the cows out of the pen, and he wants us to throw them up to a certain spot up on the cliff. These cows are actually too heavy, I think, to get out of here. So this calls for a little bit of cow shrinkage. So what we need to do is actually throw the pink goo at these cows. That'll shrink them down to size, and that'll make them light enough for us to be able to carry them. We can actually jump with them. We can actually throw them a lot further now that they are shrunken. So what we need to do is get these cows. Let me see. I think I need to get them up here. Yeah, right up there. See if I can maybe drop kick him. And yep, just like that. Perfect. Alright, we need to get him up here in this little pen up here. And we got one more to do. Not too bad. Just drop kicking a cow, don't mind me. Sheriff of the town, don't question it. Alright, so the second cow is now in the pen up here. And we have now gotten Slinky's cows to higher ground. Very nice. Ooh, the cow cannon makes a return. Speak of the devil. What else does Slinky have for us?
Hey, Sheriff, could you come over here? So you can't call yourself
a farmer until you've grown a vegetable or two. All right. So we are now going to be utilizing the garden. This is where we're going to be growing various vegetables, and this is actually where we will find the pumpkin that we need to complete that pumpkin pie mission. Now, I don't want to make a mountain out of a molehill, but these moles are eating our crops. How about showing them who's in charge around here? All right. So we are now going to play a little bit of a mini game where we have to essentially stop the moles from eating the crops. This is essentially another version of whack-a-mole, except we're going to use our bashing ability to kind of just bash right into them in order to protect the crops. Looks like we protected the corn. And once we have done this with every one of the vegetables, you will then be able to grow and, use the vegetables for any possible need that you might have for them. Kind of cool. Man, he's just jumping up and down. Holy cow, he's so excited. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and do the pumpkin mini game because we do need these pumpkin seeds in order to grow a pumpkin. Alright, so 6 moles this time. Went ahead and stopped them, and we have protected the pumpkin, so now we can finally grow the pumpkin. And what else you got for us, Slinky? Man, you're just hyper today. Well, I'll be. First place in the fair's crop competition goes to whoever enters the biggest vegetable. Alright, so what we need to do here is we need to grab a vegetable and we need to grow it to very large proportions. So luckily we have the goo machine right here. We want to take any vegetable of any sorts. We're going to take a pumpkin. But first, we're going to go ahead and utilize the goo machine once again. Because as you know, the best way to win a competition is to cheat. So no, we're going to go ahead and take a green goo, and we are going to use it to enlarge a pumpkin in order to quote-unquote grow it. Oh wow, that thing's not even centered on the damn scale. Man, look at that creepy smile. Alright, but anything that wins us the state fair contest will do for me, so. Okay, it looks like some outlaws robbed the bank. Unfortunately, we were a little bit distracted, so we were not able to stop them. But that's okay. There's always more time to save the town. The livestock competition's coming up. How about taking my prize cow to the judges and try to win the first prize? Alright. So now we are entering in a cow competition. Take Slinky's best cow to the livestock contest to win. Alright, we're going to take a picture of our little, well not little, but giant creepy smiling pumpkin that won us the vegetable contest, just for good memories there. And now it is time to enter in the cow competition. So we're going to do kind of the same thing except with the cows.
No two bits
about it. Our cows got to eat more to catch up with the competition. So what better way to win another contest than to cheat? We're gonna cheat. Give me my green goo. And give me my cow. And watch some magic happen here, folks. Whoa, that is quite a big cow. Holy cow. State Fair Livestock Contest is completed. Even though we cheated. We cheated. That's okay though. Well, not really. Cheating's not okay, but in this particular instance in a game, we can let it slide, right? Right, okay. So now it's time to deliver a pumpkin. I'm gonna go ahead and play this mole game again because we actually need to do it every time we need a vegetable. So even if you do it once for the pumpkin, you gotta do it again to get another one. I forgot about that. But it's okay because it doesn't take that much time. That'll give us another pumpkin. No, I did not want to grab you. I wanted to grab the pumpkin. So we need to make some pumpkin pie. So let's head over back to the main town and do just that. I'm going to deliver our pumpkin off to the bakery to make the pumpkin pie. Very nice. Another mission down. More missions to go. Yeah, we need to go ahead and make the national headline. We could probably get that done now. Take out our Pictomatic. And we need to find something worth, I think it was like over 5,000. See if we get Mayor Ham and Squeaky in front of Town Hall. And we have a picture worth over 5,000 words, folks. That has made the national headline. We'd like to run a photo of the crashed UFO in the newspaper. Would you take it for us? Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and find that crashed UFO and simply take a photograph of it. Somewhere outside town. We've seen it before. I just want to take a look at my pictomatic missions again. Yeah, we have quite a bit of photographs here that we need to take. Not sure if we're going to get all of those done, but we'll try to get as many as we can. They're pretty specific. We have a petting zoo. That one might be easy. Jailhouse Jamboree. That would be a fun one to take. Marachi Band. I love that. Alien Hero Team. Some of these are just really cool. Not sure if we're going to get them satisfied, but we'll try our best here. Let's see. Okay, I'm not really seeing any outfit that it showed in the photo or the alien guy, so I'm not sure if we have to unlock that later or what's going on with that, so we'll kind of skip that one for now. Huh? Stagecoach isn't usually this late. I'm worried something happened to it. Better go investigate, Sheriff. Alright, we have another hold up here. Get out of the way, robbers. Get the hell out of my town. You hicks. Get out of here. It's your freaking boots that are out of style. There's only one sheriff that can wear boots around here, and it's Woody. Alright, so we have now rescued the stagecoach once again. You will get another mission complete, even though I think you only have to technically get that done one time in order to get your golden star. So, gold star. God, I'm horrible at that. Anyways, we have rescued the stagecoach once again, and it's now time to get back to business. We got to find that crashed UFO and get a photo of it. Get out of my way, Mayor Ham. And I love how the billboard is updated because we have actually taken a photo that was of more value than the one of Prospector. But if you remember, the crashed UFO is actually located right here in the corner of town. Let's get a nice photo of said UFO. Man, that's a beautiful picture. That's only worth 50 points. I think it's worth about 50 million. But that gets that mission done, and we have now acquired the Mission Master Golden Star. Very nice. Damn it, I did it again. I'm not sure what this button does. Yeah, some of these buildings have buttons on the... Oh, that's cool. I don't think I've ever done that before. Yeah, apparently it opens a little oven window thing at the top of the bakeries. That's kind of cool. Or the muffin shop, whatever the hell it is. There's a button up here. I'm not sure we can get to that one. Oh, we have a robber down there. Not gonna really worry about that. There's a back. Oh, there's back doors. There's stuff behind the buildings. Oh my goodness. I'm learning all kinds of crap today. Got a big mallet. Hitting the bell. That's kind of cool. Alright. Explore a little bit here. Alright, so we have an area over here we haven't really checked out. As you can see, we have a bunch of dynamite symbols indicating that this area can be blown up. Is what it looks like. We need to find a way to maybe get some dynamite. There's something to blow this up. Which unfortunately I don't think we have anything that we can use quite yet. We actually will be getting something that we can use over here. But for right now, we are not able to do anything. So we'll kind of just move right along and just kind of remember this for later, I guess. What does this do? Oh, kind of cool. This is like a what? A little like blacksmith place, or it's like a mining station or something. I'm not exactly sure what the official name of that would be, but that's there. Very nice indeed. We have a well over here as well. What is back here?
I can do this every day.
Huh. Get out of my town, you nasty filth. You bottom of the barrel scum. Man, I kind of like this guy's outfit, not gonna lie. He's pretty snazzy dresser for a robber here. I'm kind of impressed. Alright, let's see if we can actually get these guys into jail. I don't think I've really accomplished that so far in Toy Box mode. That's something you kind of have to do when you have some robbers in town. Alright, looks like we have outlaws that have been jailed and we get a reward for them. Very nice. We got the red one in jail. Or the orange one, I believe.
My apologies, but you're giving me a
All right. I think that's actually a good place to stop right here. So next time on Toy Story 3 Toy Box Mode, we are going to get some more missions done and hopefully get closer to unlocking some new areas in the Western Town. So until then, I will see y'all later. Yeehaw. Jesus, that's so corny.
I can't stand this heat. Oh, I'm baking out here.